Time for the hot topic of the hour. Special counsel Robert Hur is set to testify on Capitol Hill next month over the investigation into President Biden's mishandling of classified documents. Hur will appear before the House Judiciary Committee on March 12th. Meanwhile, we are learning that the day before the report was made public, the White House counsel wrote to Attorney General Merrick Garland, slamming the way President Biden was characterized in the special counsel report, saying that Hur openly, obviously, and blatantly violated the Justice Department's own policies. The Department of Justice responding, saying, quote, Hur's report provides significant detail on the basis of his declination decisions. The report itself fall well within the department standards for public release. Joe Pinion, the White House may have a warped view of what a special counsel is supposed to be. They're supposed to be independent, but now they're saying he violated their own policies.
Well, look, we have listened to Democrats with bated breath as they went around telling us we have to listen and accept everything the DOJ does as it relates to President Trump. And now, all of a sudden, when that same DOJ comes out and says that a meaningful part of their decision not to prosecute is that the president lacks the mental capacity to stand trial, suddenly that is something that we should all turn a blind eye to. So, again, par for the course from the left that wants facts and truth on their own terms, and when that truth undermines their political destination, suddenly truth is no longer our North Star.
Right, or maybe they just decide to put charges on somebody who they don't like the content of what he's saying. Meanwhile, the White House is telling the press how to do their job. A White House official writing to the White House Correspondents Association saying that the report is, quote, nearly 400-page long and written in a confusing, meandering way. President Biden was asked by reporters what he's going to give up for Lent, meanwhile. Listen to his response here.
What are you giving up for Lent? President Biden's here.
Yeah, you guys, Cheryl, he's talking about the press. Give up the press. He hasn't done any interviews anyway, so I think he's already done that.
Well, they're obviously hiding him, and I think that's going to be the strategy for the rest of 2024. But we are going to get this testimony from Robert Hur, and I think that's going to be more interesting because we're going to finally, find, I think, more clues or more, examples of the president's, struggles. And what I find so interesting about the pushback from the White House as far as this report goes, I mean, Robert Hur did them a favor by not pursuing charges against him, but they're upset the way that the president was characterized. I mean, they so want to control the narrative. And much of the mainstream media, Maria, lets them do exactly that.
That's exactly right. And, John, this is really becoming just too much that the White House has to keep weighing in on the special counsel's work. The special counsel is supposed to be independent.
Yeah, it is common practice that the special counsel explains its decision. So this is nothing new. I don't know why they're so upset. And quite frankly, it's been obvious for some time that Joe Biden doesn't have it all together upstairs. And we have proof of this given what he gave up for Lent. Doesn't Joe know you're supposed to give up for Lent things that you like to do, things you like to consume? It can be beer, it could be wine, it could be chocolates. You don't give up for Lent something you don't like washing the dishes or meeting the press.
Yeah, it's all, comical, but this is actually quite serious, particularly as the Democrats are saying that it's the GOP trying to, mess with democracy when we're actually seeing it in plain sight from the Democrats.